Today we're going to talk about something a little bit different. This is the Learning Investor. Remember, I don't know it all. I'm learning. It's not financial advice. Keep watching to find out a couple of projects. One I'm looking at getting into possibly, and another one I'm looking at increasing. So let's get into it. So if have you ever heard of Gomining? It's basically a cloud mining for Bitcoin and some other stuff, but I've seen a lot of ads and a lot of people, YouTube videos on Go Mining about people making a lot of money with Go Mining. So I figured, why not? I opened an account, then got the little free little miner with the smiley face on it. I got a little bit of hash power, like 0.09 hash power, and I just been playing around with it, just kind of checking things out, seeing how it works, what kind of ROI I'm looking at, how long would it take to ROI, if I wanted to get out of it, that kind of stuff, how would that work? So right now, the one miner, I've had it running, the free miner. You're not going to make any money really with the free miner. I've had it running since June 9th, and I've made this much Bitcoin with it. So if you look at the Bitcoin, one Bitcoin's around $64,000. That much Bitcoin's around a third of a penny. So just with the free miner, you're not going to make very much. You have to add more to it. That's just kind of an introductory thing. So you can click here where you can create miners. 1 terahash will be about 22 bucks. And then you can spend more. $500 gets you 24 terahash, or you can customize or whatever. So a $22 miner, you're getting about 24% ROI. So it's about 4 years for you to make back your money there. And I got to looking. This is the leaderboard for the miner rewards. And this is the #1 miner. He's got 6,500 terahash, and he makes this much daily reward. Well, how much is that? Well, we go back here. Just as an estimate, it's 210 bucks a day. So he's averaging about $210 a day, which is really good. $210. I mean, I wouldn't mind making $210 a day. But I'm looking at, he's got 6,500 terahash. How much is that cost? So if I go back to create my miner, and I go to custom, let's look at daily. We're going to make sure it uses the current Bitcoin price for rewards. A 1 terahash miner, which is the $20 miner, it cost me around $22 and some change. I'd make 3 cents a day. Maintenance would cost 2 cents a day, and so my reward would be a penny a day. So it would take a long time. So let's do the math. So it's going to cost me $22.79 divided by 0.01 equals that many days divided by that. So if I did the 1 terahash miner, it would take about 6 years to make back my ROI. It says 24%, so that's about 4 years. Maybe I did my math wrong. So let's try that again. So 22.79 divided by 0.01 equals that divided by 365. So yeah, 6 years. I don't know how they got that 24% ROI. But it would take, if I got a penny a day net reward from this 1 terahash miner, it would take me 6 years. All right, well, so let's look at this guy from the leaderboard. He has 6,500 terahash. What's the max? We can go up here. The max there is 5,000 terahash. So 5,000 terahash would burn approximately around $162 a day minus $85 for maintenance. So the net would be about $76, $77. 31% ROI is what they've got there. But how much would 5,000 terahash cost? It costs $91,209. Well, the maximum they'll let me buy now is $20,000. But just say, let's do the math on that. So 91,209 divided by my 76.97. It'd be 1,140 days divided by 365 days a year, about 3 years. Much better than the 6 years for the little 1 terahash miner. But still, 3 years is a long time. And the max that they'll let me spend is $20,000. So let's see what the ROI, how much time frame would be there for a $20,000 one. Okay, so we're going for 5,000. Let's go to 2,500 terahash. It's still above the $20,000 mark. Go to the 1,500. It's still above the $20,000 mark. Let's go to the 1,000 terahash. So it's right there, right below the 20,000. Okay, so let's do the math on that real quick. So a 1,000 terahash at 12 watts efficiency, which the efficiency can go up and down. It would earn about $33 a day, $17 in maintenance. I'd get about 15 bucks as my net reward. Okay, so let's do this. 19,442 divided by 1,562 equals 1,244 days divided by years. So it'd still be 3 years, 3.5 years. And this reward amount changes. It's not set. It goes up and down. It's volatile. The ROI that they have goes up and down. So it still take about 3.5 years for me to make that money back. If I put 20 grand in this, it still take about 3.5 years. Well, out of all the projects that I've been in, and I've been in a lot of different projects, some of them last a very, very long time. Like Gomining has been around for a long, long time, several years. Some of them don't last very long. The ones that I've been in, I think I've been invested in them about 11 months, 10 months, 11 months, somewhere around there. And for one reason or another, either the project rugged, or there was a DDoS attack, or the earnings went down, or some other reason I got out of most of my projects. I've been very few of them now. But if I got into Gomining and I built it up and I was earning, I got to think about what happens, what would I do if something happened to the website. So there was a DDoS attack on the website and I can't do it. I can't get into it. I can't get my earnings or whatever. Or say something happened and they've adjusted, they nerfed some stuff. I've got some of the projects I'm in now. They're making some changes. Some of the ones I've been in the background, in the past, they've nerfed things and changed things. So how does it work? How would I exit out of Gomining? If I decided to get into it, how do I get out of it? Well, these miners, you don't really buy the brick and mortar, the real hard miner. You buy an NFT. And the NFT represents the terahash, the power. It's like a placeholder for how much power you have. And so that determines your earnings. Well, in order to get out of it, you'd have to sell your NFT. Well, if you've known anything, if you've done anything with NFTs in the past, then you know buying NFTs, there's a lot of hype when the NFTs first come out. And they have different collections. You can go to the marketplace and look at these Go miners things here. And this is how much it costs. This one's 38,000, that one's 13,000, 14, 19, whatever it is, 8,000. All kinds of different prices for NFTs. So the thing about it is you can buy them, but sometimes they're difficult to sell. So, for example, there were some projects I was in that it was just strictly NFT game projects. And in the beginning, it went really well. They sold really well. And then after a while, the marketplace got flooded with NFTs, everybody trying to sell them at one time. The floor price went down, and NFTs sat on the marketplace for a long time. And then eventually the game went down. And so I kind of don't like the NFT idea. I can understand it, and it works really well in the system. A lot of people are making money. I mean, this guy's making 210 bucks a day. So, but for me, if I wanted to get out, I'd have to put the NFT on the marketplace and let it sit there until somebody decided it was a good deal and they would buy it. So what am I going to do instead of doing Gomining? I mean, I have my free miner. I might play around with it for a little bit, But what am I going to do instead of Gomining? Well, I'm going to invest more in JLP token. JLP token is on the Solana chain. It's the Jupiter Perps token for the Jupiter exchange. It has Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, USDC, and USDT inside of it. And when people do trading, borrowing, or different things that happen on the Jupiter exchange, 75% of that goes to our fees, and it goes to help the JLP token price go up. And so I've looked here. I've been in JLP since February 2025, and it's just been something small sitting in the background. Just been trading back and forth, just playing around with it for a little bit. And as you can tell, as you can see, I had 7.5 JLP. It was worth 33 bucks in the beginning. And back and forth. I've sold a bunch, I bought a bunch, different little trading back and forth. Now I have 65 JLP, and it's worth 234 bucks. So it's kind of grown a little bit. And what I've been doing is I'll convert some of the Bitcoin I have on the Solana chain to JLP token and send it to my wallet, to my JLP wallet. And then once a month, I would convert 5% of the JLP tokens I had in my wallet back to Bitcoin and send it to the Bitcoin wallet. It has like a little flywheel strategy there. And it just kind of continues to grow my JLP bags. And it helps my Bitcoin bags a little bit too. And so what I've started doing now is I have money that I deposited into PayPal from Atlas Earth and Upside and a couple other little things. If you're interested in Atlas Earth and Upside, there's probably a link in the description. If not, let me know in the comments. I'll send you a link. But so I'm going to start investing my money from those projects that I have in PayPal into the JLP token to help grow it faster. And then that will increase this 5% that I put into Bitcoin. So say, for example, there the 5% was 2.2 tokens. Here the 5% is 3.2 tokens, just because my token amount has gone up. And so you might be asking the question, well, why not just put it into Bitcoin instead of JLP? Well, let's look at that. So I did a comparison. I looked at the Bitcoin price. This is on the BitBo website, Bitcoin versus JLP. And this is the JLP price. You can see it's going up, going up, going up. And then in October, it kind of peaked out just like Bitcoin did, just like a whole bunch of other crypto stuff did. And then it started going down after that. And it, so now my DCAs buy more. If I look at the cumulative returns since January 2024, you can see the difference. This is the Bitcoin, this is the JLP. And when you look at the comparison, JLP's had about 138% return since January 2024, and Bitcoin's had about an 84% return. And that's cumulative returns. So there, JLP looks more attractive in the short term than Bitcoin. Now, just because the Bitcoin price is down a little bit, it's going to go back up. And they kind of go very close. You can see how they kind of mirror each other a little bit. The CAGR, which is the compound annual growth rate, it's basically an average growth of the token. And so if you look at it from November 22nd, 2023 until today, then Bitcoin has had an average growth of about 25%, maybe 26%. JLP has had 39, almost 40% growth. And this is another reason I'm investing my little bit of money and just kind of grow my JLP bags and then use them to grow my Bitcoin bags. And there's the returns. Let's suppose I started investing in Bitcoin heavily, seriously, since September 2023. Let's suppose I put $100 in each of these monthly. And the Bitcoin, my return would actually be a minus 3.5%. Because I put $3,400 in right here into both of them. And my $3,400 would only be worth $32.78. So I have a loss of almost $122. Just because the Bitcoin price has gone up and down, whatever. Just because the Bitcoin price is down currently. It'll go back up. I ain't worried about that. Well, JLP has a return of a positive 15%. I put $3,400 in it. It'd be from $3,900. It's about a $500 profit loss. And so I can look in comparison then too. But so that's one of the reasons I'm thinking about, I'm looking at getting in more into JLP token. It's a very small portion of my portfolio now, and it'll grow as I add a little bit here to it. And then I'll use it to grow my Bitcoin bag. So basically, I'm investing in both Bitcoin and JLP. and using the JLP return to buy more Bitcoin down the road, little by little. So I'm thinking about doing that instead of this Gomining. Now, let's suppose I wanted to exit out of JLP. Well, I don't have any of my tokens locked. So if I decided today that something happened and I didn't like it, or some return, whatever, I can get out fairly quickly. I can just sell my tokens. Where here, I have to put the NFT on a marketplace and then sit there and wait. And so when it comes to crypto, things move fast. And so you don't really have a lot of time to wait sometimes. With JLP, I can just sell it real quick. So anyways, let me know. Are you in Gomining? What do you think about Gomining? Do you think I should buy me a little miner and start DCAing into Gomining? I don't know why it's pausing there. You think I should DCA into Gomining? Buy me a little miner a little bit along the way? Or do you like me? Do you like the idea of DCAing into JLP and then using it because it has a higher return to buy more Bitcoin? So growing both the JLP bags and the Bitcoin bags at the same time. Anyways, let me know what you think. So as always, now I don't know it all. Maybe you know something I don't know. I'm learning. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for commenting and liking and making suggestions if you do. So I will talk to y'all next time. This has been the Learning Investor.